Back to Let's Code, and today we are going to cover the topics like important semantic markups of the HTML, and then this main tags like headers, navbar, section, the tags which are introduced in the HTML5. So these are the things we are going to cover for today. And in last lecture we have seen how to create forms and inputs and how to submit the forms on various platforms. So that was our last lecture, and let's start with today's lecture. So I will open the VS Code or code editor, and inside the VS Code I'm going to open, as you can see, intro to the web development was our folder we are working on. So I'm going to open this, and here I'm going to create another file. So the file will be I will create the file, and file will be HTML tags dot HTML5 tags. Here you can see our file name, and now here I will use our most favorite, this icon, and then I will press enter to auto generate the HTML structure. Here is our HTML auto generated structure, and here I am going to write HTML5 tags to have it as the title of our page. And I will come back to the Finder. It's actually the file explorer in Windows. So here you can see the intro to web development, and inside this we are having here the HTML5 tags. I'm going to open it. So here you can see HTML5 tag is open in our browser, and now I will show you not Teams. I'm closing this, and here is our browser. Inside the browser, first I will show you the div, as we are now near the CSS. So I will just show you a sample that what is CSS, but it's just a sample. We will cover the CSS completely in the CSS part of this course. So the color will be, even it's not the color, it's the background color. So background will be, and here I'm going to assign it a width. I hope this will work because it's HTML, and sometime in HTML these properties only work inside the CSS tags. I hope this will work. Let me check the height is spelling. Maybe I'm having something wrong, but no, it's right spelling that type. So let's come back to the browser, and I'm going to refresh this. You can see no changes because, as I told you, sometimes these things doesn't work here. I'm going to close them from here, and I am going to write them here. So here it will be the 500 pixels width, and height will be 400 px. And now I will come back to the browser, and inside the browser when I refresh, you can see it's here, our big box. This is a container inside HTML. It's the normal container. It's also in the HTML versions before HTML5. So it is supported by all browsers that even doesn't support HTML5, but nowadays mostly the browsers support HTML5. So now I will show you what are the things we just discussed in the beginning, like the header. So here you can see I'm going to type header, and header is the tag. So I'm going to type it here, header, not like that, header. And here I will copy this line, I will paste it here, and I will decrease its height to 200, and I will make it width to 100%. So now not 3, it's 200. Now even I will change its color just for your ease, so you guys can see what is the difference. Here is our HTML5. I'm going to refresh. So this is the header. Even the height is still, I think, too much. Yeah, so header is something we mostly have in even in YouTube. This part is header, and inside the header there is the nav. So I will explain it in the CSS part and even in the website part that we will build, like the website we are going to build for the gym website, antique coffee and digital X for this course at the end when we cover the CSS. And even in the CSS I will define it in the detail that what is the difference between header and nav. But for now I will only tell you that inside the header there is a nav, and sometime inside the nav there is a header. So yeah, they are just named differently, but for them to function differently we need to add something called CSS and sometime even JavaScript to make it more functional. Here is the header, and here I'm going to copy this, paste it, make it 50 and make it 90. Yeah, let's start. Even I will change its color. Oh sorry, my bad. Yeah, I'm going to change its color so it will be visible to us. Yeah, refresh. So here is our nav. It will be in center. It's just for you guys to see. Even if I want to make it in center, I can show you. I will make it 5. I will come back here, and here I'm going to add another property, margin 0 auto. I will explain this whole thing in the CSS part of the lecture. For now I will only tell us that margin 0 means take a margin from top, means this point to this point as 0, and then auto means take the maximum margin means distance, take the maximum margin from the left and right. I hope this will work. Yeah, you can see now our diff is centralized. Even if I remove this, so this means I'm asking the HTML through CSS, inline CSS, that make our div central, like from top to bottom and from left to right, take the maximum distance while keeping the width 95%. Yeah, so as you can see it's stuck, it will not move from here, but it's centralized. So now I'm going to write it as 0 as before, and yeah, now let's start with our what are the topics left. So there is the footer. I can show you what is the footer, but it's better if we not there. Yeah, there is no footer in this website, so I'm going to open the downloads. I hope it will work. Not foodie, where is it? Yeah, one moment. Yeah, here there is the pictures I have taken just for you, so I can add them in the exercise file when you are practicing these websites. So this is the footer we will build, and here you can see what is the header and nav. This is the nav, and this is also inside the nav sometime, but this whole thing is header. So keep this in mind. Even this is the file we are going to prepare for the coffee shop, and there is another file. I will share it with you guys in this folder. There will be another folder named projects, so inside the projects you can find that file soon. Yeah, so I hope this helped, and now I'm also going to show you something that is called nav section. So what is the section? Sections are these parts here. I can show you how to create them, but in this website, this will be our second website. Even this will be our first website, because the second one is a bit harder. The gym one, I will replace it with the first one, so it will be easy for you after this to move to that gym website. So let's start. Here I am showing you the section. So here, this is how you can type the section. Simple. Section. Then there is a footer. Yeah. Now come back here and go to this one. Refresh. Here you can see there is no difference for now, but there will be a difference. And what is a side? A side is something like this, but not actually this. I can show you what is a side. Yeah, so a side is, it's even not used here, but a side is sometime in the blocks. You can see there is a list of the things. Even yeah, this one here you can see this is a side. In some portions you can see that there is a side that is having a description or a detail about something, and then this is our main area. And even sometimes we use a side as in the blocks, in the WordPress blocks, to have our side items or the main publications listed inside a blog, like recent publications. So this is what the aside is. And after that, I think article and main, I also needs to tell you article and main is something that is used after the body to cover all the areas. I'm going to write it, cover all the HTML for a web page inside it. Yeah, so that's what is main. And then article is one single part like this one. This is the article, this is a section, but sometimes people also use article to have this definition and this text part, but mostly for this definition thing. So that is it. And what these all text do, before the HTML5 browser were not that much efficient to shortlist, or you can see search engines were not that efficient to show your website. But now what the HTML or the Google or even many browsers, search engines to SEO do, that they consider the material inside a website, and mostly materials depend on these tags. So it helped them to rank your website in the search engine. For example, a person search for a website and website is not visible in the search because there are too many websites with same title and same topic. So in those cases, browser looks for the web page that has the most and relevant search results. I hope this lecture helped. I will share the GitHub link in the video description for this coded part, and I will also share the video list or playlist for this whole course in the description. And you can also find this outline in the code in the video description. So be there with me for the next lecture. In next lecture we are going to cover advanced text formatting, and then we will cover the HTML tables. See you then.